What's up, family? The bishop was arrested, and everybody started coming up with all kinds of opinions and advices. Those are the words from Bishop Lamor Whitehead, the Bling Pastor. You know, the guy who was robbed inside of his church for reportedly $1 million in jewelry. He was speaking in third person when he said the bishop was arrested, and everybody started coming up with all kinds of opinions and advices. Fam, I did not know advice had a plural. This dude is speaking to people like in the church trying to save souls. He's supposed to be a little more versed in vocabulary, man. He's supposed to be a little stronger than that, man. You know, like advices. I never even heard anybody use that word before, advices. Anyway, the bishop spoke again in third person when he said, I'm gonna tell you right now, the bishop is innocent. Fam, do y'all see why I would have a problem with somebody speaking in third person? Like, I always thought of people like that as people you couldn't trust. Like somebody speaking in third person, they're like really like a narcissist, right? They're a narcissist. They can't be trusted. You know, I just be thinking, man, watch your pockets, watch your pockets. This guy was arrested, and he was speaking like this after he got arrested and then made bond. He was arrested on a federal charge of wire fraud, and supposedly he beat a parishioner out of some money, a couple of parishioners out of some money. And one was like 90 racks, another one was 5 racks. And yeah, he was like explaining himself, and he said, look, I got the best lawyers, I got a strong family, church, you know, I'm gonna fight this thing. Fam, I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all, but you don't fight the feds on social media, especially when you are wrong. Now, I know he's saying he's innocent, but come on, fam, we know what it is. Everybody know what it is. And I think dude is just trying to handle us like he's handling his congregation. Because, you know, those pastors tell those people in the congregation anything, they believe it. They just keep on riding. Not my pastor. Not my pastor. Pastor. Nah, man. If you are innocent, man, you're one of the most guilty looking persons ever. Say, fam, let me explain something to you. You can fight the FBI on social media if you're all the way to the right. If you're all the way to the right, you ain't got nothing to lose. You can expose them, because that's one of the greatest ways to level the playing field when you're going up against a giant. You gotta expose them, especially, like I said, when you're in the right. But if you are in the wrong and the FBI is on your head, man, the best thing you can do is get you a deal maker. Go out there and get you a lawyer that's a deal maker. You can turn it up if you want to. I know some of y'all, you know, like, I'm gonna live my nuts. Hey, man, I'm gonna fight. Yeah, hey, go ahead. Go off. But I'm gonna tell you what God loves, and he loves the truth. When the FBI come, they already got the evidence. The FBI ain't like the police. The police will arrest you on the spot with no evidence. They'll arrest you on suspicion. And then they got to build the case. They be trying to build a case while you locked up. When the feds come get you, they already built the case. The feds will watch you for months, sometimes years, That's normal to them. And if you're in the wrong, you're going to slip up. Because the thing about it is this. You got to be on point 24/7. You know why? Because they're working 24/7, but not you. Because you got to go to sleep at some point. So at some point, you got to rest. At some point, you got to sit down and eat and go hang out with family or whatever. Do something other than whatever it is that you're doing, right? You got to do something other than the hustle for some time in the day. The FBI gonna go on shifts. So when it's time for them to eat, man, they just sitting, or they might sit in the car. They still working though. They watching you. They listening. And then when they finish their 8-hour shift, here come a brand new fresh group, and now they ready to go. And they're listening, and they're watching. They're listening, and they're watching. Then when they're done, here come a fresh crew. Boom, they're listening, they're watching, they're listening, they're watching. And they're not just watching you. They got a crew over here watching this co-conspirator, another one watching this co-conspirator, another watching this co-conspirator. Fam, when they come, you better be all the way to the right. If you're going to fight, you better be all the way to the right. Because if you sit up there and make them waste additional resources when they already got you, and you make them waste additional resources, and you get on social media capping, trying to agitate them, nah, fam. They are going to go out of their way to punish you. Bishop Whitehead is going to get his head buzzed to the white meat if he don't fall back and handle his business in private. I know social media got a whole lot of y'all amped up and you can't control yourselves. But when the stakes are this high, you better fall back and get your business in order. Because the feds ain't playing. No more talk.